Hello, Namaste and welcome back. We are now able to add users and groups to Confluence and administer group memberships. Now let's look at the process to administer users. So there will be a point where we have to look up a user, change his or her details, or send a new password as a site administrator. So let's switch to the Confluence tool and see how this can be done. Let's first start with searching for users. So when we want to add users to certain groups, spaces, or do anything that has to do with permissions, we have the option to search for users. To search for a user, type some information about the user into the search box under the users page. So let's search for Rick Cartman. So you can use any part of the users like username, full name, or email address to search for that user. And then Confluence will return a list of matching users. You can click on the user link like we did earlier to perform any action or for information reference. You can see over here that when was the last activity performed by the user, what is the current status against his access, whether they have site access or not. In case you have sent an invitation to a user, you can also see the invitation status. So for example, we had sent an invitation to this user and the invitation is still pending. So in such cases where the invitation is still pending, you can resend the invitation by just clicking on this resend invite link. And once you do that, you can see that an email has been sent to the user to complete their account activation. For a couple of users, the current status says that they don't have access to the site. So you can choose to grant site access to those users but just by clicking on grant site access and just hit grant site access. So once you do that, the access would be granted to that user. For the remaining users where the user has access to the site and has accepted the invite as well, and for other users, you can see details of those users. And in case you want to provide product access, you can enable this option. You can see the role, you can see the groups they are currently part of to the users page. If you click on these three dots, Confluence gives you three options. Revoke site access. So you can revoke the site access by just clicking on this link. In case you want to add this particular user to any group, you can do that by clicking on add user to group, and you also have the option to show product access. You can invite users by clicking on this invite users link, which we had discussed earlier in the previous lecture. Confluence also provides the option to export users from a site. To do that, just click on export users button. So if you need a list of your site's users for auditing purposes, so you can export your user list in CSV format from here. So select the users that you would like to export. You can select all users on the site. In this case, the file will include all users on your site across all your groups. Whereas under the second option, you can select one or more groups and only users in these groups will be exported. You can select the user status that you want to include. All users will include both active and inactive users. From the additional data, you can select if you would like to include additional data in the download. So if you select the group membership option, the file will list the groups each user belongs to. This file will list the groups each user belongs to. To display multiple groups, a user will get a row in the CSV file for each group. If you select the product access, the file will include a yes or no value to indicate which products the user can access. So let's select product access and click on download file to export users from this site. Once you do that, there is a pop-up, your user list is being downloaded. So you can see that we have a list called export users. Let's open this list. In case you are unable to download it, you can download it again by clicking on download report again. So as I said, the file would be in CSV format. So this is the user data exported for CSV format. So you have the user ID, name, email ID, whether this user is active or not, and have yes or no against the same. When was the user last seen? Since we had selected the product access, the file includes yes or no to indicate which products the user can access. So currently it's Confluence. So there will be a separate column for each of the product which is there. So if you have another product called Jira, you will have Jira over here, and yes or no would be tagged against each of the users. Now let's visit a user profile. As a site admin, you can log in as another user to do things like set up their profile, ensure permissions are set correctly, and complete other configuration tasks. It's particularly useful when setting up new users that haven't logged in yet, but you can also use it for troubleshooting existing user accounts. So let's click on login as users. One important point I would like to highlight here is that logging in as another user does not allow you to make updates to that user's Atlassian account profile. If their account is managed account, only an organization admin can make updates to their profile. So let's see if I can make any changes to the profile of this user. So let's go to the Rick Cartman profile icon, click on profile. So you can see that I don't have an option to edit the profile. I can't change the image or anything else over here. In order to change profile and other details of a user, you need to add the account of those users as managed account. Let's go back to the users page. So once an account is a managed account, only an organization admin can make updates to their profile. To set up managed account, you will have to verify your company's domain and make changes to a managed user account. You can refer to the Confluence documentation link shared on the screen and follow the instructions shared on the page. Once your company's domain verification process is complete, all the Atlassian accounts with that email addresses from that domain become managed account. And once they become managed account, as an organization admin, you can edit the details of a managed account. To make changes to a managed user account, you will have to visit the directory tab, and you will see the list of managed users listed over here. Since currently there are no managed users, so there are no names listed over here. But once you follow the process for managed account, you will see all your company's account with your company's domain name listed over here. And once you have that option, and when you log in as another user, you will see everything as that user would see it, including content restricted to that user for the site where you are logging in. And if the user has previously logged in for the products on your site, Confluence will send them an email to let them know that you have logged in as them. If the account is not a managed account, as an administrator, you can suggest changes to a profile of the user. You can suggest changes in form of name and email address and capture the same over here and then hit submit. So once you do that, an email will be sent out to the user and they can choose to make those changes or ignore the same. So that's all under user management. I hope you got a good understanding of how user management is done in Confluence, and would encourage you to explore more of it and use Confluence in the best way possible. Thank you.